What's up, guys? It's me again. So I'm back with the Klipsch speakers that I had planned to get. I've listened to these many times. They're amazing sounding, especially for only being 2.1. That's really all you need, unless you're doing like a big home theater setup. So 200 watts, I believe, is what they are. And I believe they use an optical input as well as your standard audio connections. So let's find out what we got. Oh, that's a new knife from Kershaw. Pretty sweet. They also had a sale not too long ago that I went to, and I ended up picking up a couple knives. So if you live in the Portland metro area, Washington, that's definitely a place to go, because if something happens, they fix it right there on the spot. So I don't know. Let's see how I'm gonna take this out of here. It's a big box too. Alright, there we go. So that's a pretty big piece of cardboard. It's pretty thick too. So don't worry about any type of packaging. Of course, I'd open up the side with the subwoofer in it first. Completely not my intention, because that's the biggest side of the box. Yep, Sports Center on. Oh yeah. Let's see, I don't know if there's a good place to grab this. If I could do this one-handed. Nope, probably not. So I'm going to get this out of the box and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got the sub out. Let's see if you guys can see that. There you go. So we have our entry and our clips. Then we have our positive and negative for our speakers. We have a preamp right here. If I'm in focus, and then your power, of course. So there's that. And then in this box, we have the manual, I'm guessing is what it is. Put that right up there. And then in this, I've already pre-cut it because, again, I'm doing this one-handed. Oh, there we go. So these are little feet, almost, so that you don't scratch anything up. That's cool. What else we got in here? A bunch of wiring, looks like. Alright, so it looks like everything's connected to your right satellite speaker. Let's take them out one at a time. That was stupid. There we go. This is a pretty beastly speaker, by the way, for being a computer speaker. So there's my whole hand. I'm not a small guy. I'm probably 6'1", about 180 pounds, and it is much bigger than. And I have pretty big hands too, so that's pretty basic. That is just a speaker that will plug in, and now this one will have all of the controls on it. So as we see here, we have a headphone input and an audio input. Or headphone output, excuse me. You have your controls for your volume and your bass. Here's your subwoofer. This will focus. And there's your maximum volume. They're both set on minimum. If you rotate them, they'll be on maximum, of course. There's your speaker input to your sub. It's like the other one. And then here we have your audio cable. So pretty cool. So let me take all this package off. I'll put it all together and we'll be good to go. Alright guys, so I got it all hooked up with my iTunes there. So we have our one satellite speaker over here on the left. I kind of have to hide it because I'm limited on space because my desk is almost done. I just need to sand it and coat it and it'll be done. So that'll take up all that gap right there as well. So it's a big desk. Anyway, right here, if you can see, here is your volume control. Here is your subwoofer control. Here's my subwoofer down there. Excuse all the cables. I just plugged all of this in and haven't had time to redo it. This monitor does have an audio input, or output, which is phenomenal for wiring. So right there, which goes straight to this satellite speaker, which has the controls. Both of the speakers will be wired. It's hard to see. Right here, the preamp will go to the same speaker that has all of the controls to it. So, tried to pick something with some bass in it. And that's about a third of the way on the bass, and not even touching the volume. Again, these are 200 watt speakers. Most computer speakers are about 50. And it's 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not going to crank it because people would get really, really upset. So, if you guys really want me to crank it and see what it can do, I can do that at a different time. But they sound absolutely phenomenal. There we go. So, I highly recommend these Klipsch 2.1 speakers. They're the best speakers I've ever heard on a computer, so have a good one, guys.